At last, an entrance opens to a closed palace. An entrance reserved only for the rare and the mad. In a complete, clear, and certain way, the words will unfold, always associated with the understanding that is given as a response. There is no need for repetition. The three fundamental phrases are inscribed in gold and light, and the being penetrates their meanings and fulfills them. Nothing simpler and clearer, as they exist solely for this purpose, to guide the being into action. The one who allowed themselves to be guided is now the agent of their own being, a powerful dissolver and coagulator of things. The text engages in the work as it is interwoven within it. The eyes of the being are not the eyes of the character. The eyes of the being look at life within the being, while the eyes of the character look at promises that will never be fulfilled. Therefore, the work does not belong to the character. It is required that the being allows itself to dive deep, to meet that unique being, who can bring it to fruition. For this reason, the book does not provide answers, or texts to address questions posed by characters who do not serve the being. This separation is important, as in this work, one does not represent the other. Each must assume their rightful and correct position. To read the book as the being is what is asked. Reading it as a character will yield little benefit, especially because the keys and the book itself are not always accessible. The being, however, has perfect alignment with the work. It enters it, blends with it, and dissolves within it, as it is abundantly clear that the being is the great work. The great move from the being to the being is never to strip it of its wisdom, which is something non-commercializable. Simple attention will always manifest it, as wisdom is intrinsic to the being's answers. Sometimes, the simplest observations hold the mysteries and secrets for those beings who are attentive and committed to fulfilling the work. Throughout the book, it is said and repeated that awakening is a provocation of the text, which presents itself bare, but reveals the value for which it exists, and ensures that the now opened eyes focus on each word, in accordance with the understanding also awakened. The understanding of the meaning of the work, and how to accomplish it follows. A simple task, yet one that requires a process of refinement of the being and the environment. The result will bring, in parallel, glory and full light. For these beings, the author identifies themselves and signs the text, as credibility is unnecessary.